What up, YouTube? We're back.
We're back.
We're back with another video, guys. Your favorite deal. I don't know if we are.
I didn't even do my whole Adele thing. But
yeah,
you
because
know,
we're sick of it. Anyway, Jesus Christ. But yeah, we're back.
it's okay.
Back with another video for you guys. What are we doing today, Naomi?
We're gonna be talking on Kanye West, formerly known as Kanye West now. Yeah.
You have to call him Ye now. It's always an issue.
Because I don't want
Please,
issues.
I call him what he wants to
Please,
identify that.
I mean, he is one of my favorite rappers, but you know, he's
You don't have to move one day. That's your favorite rapper.
Yes,
Okay.
but no
That's
doubt,
your goat.
But,
That's your goat right there.
but you know, his behavior has been somewhat
Erratic.
questionable these days.
Yeah, so we wanted to jump on from Kanye. But yeah, I think we should just jump on the video. I think everybody knows how Kanye has been wilding and the anti-Semitic comments he made on Twitter and about you know the Jews and how it's been received by the media, and you know he was banned. Is he banned or was taken off? His comments were taken off Twitter. I think he was banned as well.
He was banned from Instagram
and Instagram as well. So
he's following in the steps of his mentor Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. But even Donald Trump said what he did was wild. Imagine if Donald Trump says what you said was wild, that means you went too far. Yeah, because Donald Trump is probably like the crescendo for that. So I mean, but yeah, I mean, man. Like I don't know, like this whole year he's been
crazy. And that's even
from his kids to his babe, to his mom, to his wife.
His wife that he still calls his wife, but it's not his wife anymore. But you know,
I don't know. And then he tried to make a joke about like his name being Ye now, like Kim
so
Ye.
Obsessed.
I'm like,
please, bro, like Kim Ye.
I feel okay. So the thing is,
funny.
like, I feel for him as like just as a human, right? Like we know what he's going through. Like let's not act like this guy's not been crying for help for the longest, right?
I don't think it's that. I don't think.
But again, he's always had this side to him. This like you know how will I put it? You know, free thinking, erratic, arrogance, kind of. Not arrogance, but like you know, sometimes you see somebody is too confident. You think you call it arrogance. Sometimes he's been like that. If you watch the Genius documentary, he's been like that from day one.
I don't think it's this mental illness,
right? But then the mental illness kicks in, and
I don't think so.
And it makes it even worse.
I don't think it's the mental illness.
You think it's what?
He just wants to behave like that. Then he's using mental illness as a cover. Nah, I think he's just saying what he wants to say.
But we know he has bipolar.
Yes,
that's a fact. That's not even something that
nobody's saying he doesn't have. But he's using it as he's not the first person or the second person or he's not going to be the last person that has bipolar disorder. Why is not? I think this girl has bipolar too. If I'm not mistaken. Demi Lovato.
Okay, so then again, now.
So I'm saying.
But Demi Lovato. Okay, go on.
What I'm trying to say is that
is
not like we understand that you have a mental health issue. Then you now over going
you don't
out
think
of your ways.
You don't think the bipolar contributes to him acting?
No, I don't think
like
so.
This?
I think this is how he has acted for a long time.
He's always been okay.
So
true,
you can't even say that he's just using it now. Everybody is now a known thing that he has bipolar disorder. He's now using it as like a whole thing, like because that's something he can fall back on and say, "My bad. I was not taking my meds. That's why I was behaving like this."
But he's not even now. He's even feeling bad when he says something and everybody tells him that it's because he has bipolar. That's why he's saying this thing. So he's trying to tell you that he means it now. Right, so that's why it's like I kind of like, and again as a lover of hip hop, right? It's just sad to see somebody who is like on that. Like I watch him talk, and it's not like some things are not just. It's almost like he's incoherent. Like he has a lot of thoughts in his head, and then he just has to put them out at it. And then when you try to talk like that, it just comes off.
I don't even I don't even blame him. I don't blame him sometimes because the people
around him,
the people around
enabling him,
right?
That's another thing too.
Then all these people now, the video we're talking about Piers Morgan, drink champs,
all putting camera in his
face, inviting him for interviews. I mean, they know that.
I don't think he's even inviting. So I think he wants this interview. Okay.
No, it's your choice to. Their choice to say yes or no, right? And they will grant the interview.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's the one asking for. If you go back to the drink champs interview, he was the one who asked to be on the platform. because he had been banned from the other platform, and he wanted the platform to speak.
It's for those people to not know if they want him or not.
But Nori is his guy, so that's what. Imagine you. Okay, no, chill.
He's not the first team.
But Nori is his guy. I don't blame Nori for that. We'll do the Nori video. Maybe on the next video we'll do the Nori video.
Forget that Nori thing. And for me, I thought that Nori was just like, there was no point in him like inviting him, because he's saying the same thing in all the interviews. There's no difference. What was the point of you saying yes?
Let's see this.
Let's watch Piers Morgan
before we
I don't even like Piers Morgan in the first place. So
okay, so
like two people that are not even.
But you like one person. But let's go. You like Kanye, so
I don't even know again.
No,
I'm on the fence I'm on the fence on him now.
All right, let's see.
You don't hold accountability to my pain. You're being a Karen.
I'm talking about. I'm not a Karen
to the pain.
I'm not a Karen, and I'm not going to cancel you, and I'm not going to uncensor you. I'm simply going to challenge you on what you're saying.
You can't.
I think you don't understand
me.
the pain that you've been causing with some of these comments, and I think that one in particular, I can understand.
Oh my God! God forbid! God forbid! One comment could cause people to feel any of the pain that my people have went through for years. Even like the blacks being ushered to the left during the civil rights movement. No one has cared about black people.
All right.
No one is.
Let me say, I agree that the racism against black people has been utterly deplorable, shameful, unacceptable, and thank God the world is beginning to move to a better place about the way it has treated black people like you. However, one form of racism doesn't justify.
It's almost in a better place.
Well, one form of racism doesn't justify another.
It's not a better place.
I'm not cutting you off. I'm finishing my sentence so you can respond. One form of racism. It is racism when you say I'm going death for Jewish people.
I was in a position where I've been hurt, and this is the way I had the right to express myself. The point of this interview is for you to question me, and then for me to answer and say, okay, even though the same rules are not applied to my people, if a person with a gun or drugs is pulled over and has three other people in the car, they're all going to jail. I'm not going to apply that to Jewish people for the sake of this conversation. Isn't that what you wanted? But you know what you did? You tried to civil rights me. You tried to pull me back to a week ago, but we're here today. There's been plenty of conversations and commentary since that, but you want me to go back to 1960.
No.
You want me to go back to 7 days ago.
Right. Here's what I want you to...
Let me go first, please.
Okay, go.
Okay, it's funny how, like, he says stuff, he offends the black community, right?
A
lot, right? Let's not talk about that White Lives Matter issue, right? Then all of a sudden, because you have said something about Jewish people now, and everybody's mad at you now. You are going back to the blacks, my black people. But when you were offending them, you didn't say anything.
It was free thinking.
But now you said something about the Jews. Now JP Morgan has decided to cut you off.
You know what? While I was watching this,
it's not
while I was watching this thing, I was like,
it's real.
There's no point having this conversation with Kanye.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you're not going to make any headway. One, that's just the truth. Because he's going to always want to say things and then move to another point before you even get your own point across. Exactly. You don't even ask a question. He's already thrown like 30 different things at you. So now it's like, how do you do an interview that way? You get what I'm saying? You can't coordinate an interview like we've done interviews with people before. You know how sometimes like you have to be and the person have to be on like the energies have to be like so that you can ask questions. Okay, don't cut me off, I don't cut you off. Don't cut me off, I don't cut you off. But like it should be seamless. This one is just all over the place. He's talking. It's almost like somebody who's supposed to be doing the interview wants to get his point across. You're supposed to be answering the question. You want to ask a question. Or you are supposed to be answering questions. You want to ask a question. I'm like, it's all about it. Even me watching it, right? I don't even like
understand what is going on. Like, what's the point?
There's no context to what you're saying. There's nothing. Like, you guys are just.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these networks that continue to grant him this interview. Like, what is the point of doing that?
I actually think Piers Morgan is also doing this for likes. And after he got off the Good Morning Britain show, I think this new platform, Talk or is it Talk TV, that is on now, I think he's also trying to rile people up to also get their also ratings up.
I mean, that's
it's pretty much what he was doing on Good Morning.
Exactly. So that's what he
exactly.
does.
So
yeah.
But so yes, the thing about Piers Morgan, I like his takes are always all over the place, but he's a good conversation. He makes good for good conversation. I'm sure that's why he's trying to get like Talk TV, their ratings up and all of that. So I get why this is going on. It makes sense. And then Kanye is the hot topic now, and it makes conversation from. I mean, it makes sense why he's doing it.
I also feel like Kanye likes being the center of attention.
He don't. Again, that's what I'm saying. He's the one asking for these things. So it's not like anybody is like being unfair to him, putting cameras in his face. When somebody of Kanye's status requests that he wants to be on your platform, you most of the time they are probably going to oblige, right? I mean, except like you just don't want.
I'm saying if you don't want to listen to, and if everybody has agreed that okay, this guy nobody wants to hear what he has to say, I don't think that Kanye will be out just saying anything anymore.
Man,
but because of
like, I want
the
to
way the
really,
world is and the ratings, everybody needs ratings. So yes, people will always grant him interviews.
Again, you spoke up something. You alluded to something earlier about people in his corner, like enabling him. I think that's the most important thing, because you get to a certain point in your career where it's like, or where you become so anti-truth or anti-rebel or like. Somebody cannot like reprobate you anymore. Like somebody cannot tell you what to do. That's where he is as a person. Like he is at the level where he's a billionaire, and he said it all the time. He will tell you you should address me as a billionaire. Like he didn't come about my bill. In fact, I remember when Forbes brought out the list then, when he made the billionaire list, and I think they got the numbers. I think they were like 2 billion short. And it's like, no, you guys gonna do your math correctly. I'm like, bro, does it matter? Yeah, billionaire, we get it. Like, how many people are going to be billionaires in this world? Nobody even cares, bro. To be honest. Like, nobody cares. Right? Like, and those are the things he's like, okay, bring it up. Like, bro. Like, okay. You don't see Jay-Z moving like this. Jay-Z is also a billionaire and a hip-hop head. Probably one of the best, like, anybody that you know, Jay-Z is probably in everybody's top 5. Right? But, like, you don't see Jay-Z even moving like this. And Jay-Z is supposed to be your big brother. You said it in your song. But you're not even moving like a big brother right now. And I always ask, like, what would Jay-Z say? Like, I'm sure Jay-Z saying this is probably not happy about it.
Yeah, but
and they've had their fallouts
so
before.
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Kanye have had their fallouts. So I'm like, because that's the one person I know can talk to Kanye. And Kanye will probably listen.
Probably being Diddy.
Probably, not Diddy. Not Diddy, because him and Diddy are
yeah.
So it's like you're beefing with everybody now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Puff, like, why? Like, everybody that is your friend in the industry, you've scarred. Big Sean, scarred. Kid Cudi, scarred. Like, bro, like, everybody that you have a relationship with. Chalamet was his guy before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. It's like, okay, let me give Joe Budden. We know that Joe Budden has had his fair share of mental issues, right? But Joe Budden is erratic. Yeah. He can be when you but I don't feel for Joe Budden the way I feel for Kanye. Because I know that's just Joe Budden. But with Kanye's own, it's almost like anytime somebody kind of like, guy, this guy has an issue. This guy has a mental, like I see it like this is a mental problem. He's all over the place. At least with Joe Budden, if he gets mad, he's mad for a reason. You can see why he's mad. Like, Joe Budden's own is not always like, if somebody pisses Joe Budden off, he's coming for you. Like, most time, Joe Budden doesn't really, most of Joe Budden's own are very, very, very personal things. Somebody came against him, he's going against the person, pound for pound. Joe Budden will not back down. But with Kanye, it's like, what did the Jewish people do to even deserve that comment? What did George Floyd do to deserve that kind of that comment?
Like, just so that people will be riled up. That is it.
My own is like unprovoked. That's like unprovoked.
It's just like
why?
Like that.
Like, that's my own thing. Like, why? And not to bring this up, but anytime Kanye does something, I can't. And I'm a big J. Cole fan. J. Cole is in my top 5. Anytime J. Cole does something, that song "False Prophets" from J. Cole always plays in my head, because that was Jake was talking about Kanye. Like, you're seeing this guy, like, this is somebody that I used to idolize. And then I'm seeing him go down this whole path. And everybody's just watching him. Some of them are even enabling him and saying, leave Kanye alone. Like, I'm like, who is in his corner? That's why I'm like, the only person that will be able to talk to him is Jay. Right? The only person that will be able to talk to him is Jay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can... I'm even in my head, if I was Jay, I'm thinking, whoa, what would I even tell this boy right now?
See, I don't think there's any... See, I feel like
that's my
people
own
that
thing. Somebody
he has
has to
around
check him.
I don't think anybody can check him at this point.
Somebody has to check Kanye. But the only person that can do that is Jay. And Jay is not saying anything. Maybe people will check.
Jay does not really do this public whole. He does not. Yeah, I've not seen him do any public.
Yeah, he doesn't do. He doesn't move.
So
like that.
He does not move like that. So if he wants to say,
but I'm sure he has talked to him in private.
I'm sure that he's constantly even doing that. I'm sure that's what he does on a regular. I think it's regular for him to do that, but I don't think anybody can get through to Kanye. That's just the truth.
That's sad.
That's just the truth.
I don't even like.
There's nothing else. There's nothing. I feel the only person that could check him was his mother.
I was about to bring that point up. Let's play the video. Let's play a bit more of the video. Let's see. But I said some other things that made sense.
What I want you to do, I want you to reflect.
Okay, so have we grown? Have we grown?
Here's how we grow. Yeah, here's how we grow. I want you to reflect.
No, have we grown?
Have we grown?
You're not in charge of my growth. You're not in charge of my growth, Chris.
Okay, let me phrase it like this. I'm about to suggest to you how you may grow if you choose to grow this way. And you can ignore me. You can ignore me.
Piers, how much money are you worth?
Not as much as you, sadly.
Exactly. So take my advice. Maybe you'll get richer.
I would love to take your business advice.
Why would I listen to you?
Well, why don't you hear what my advice is and then work out if I'm wrong? Can we do that deal?
Well, the thing is, you haven't given me any credit or a moment of reflection for the comparison that I made, the brilliant, if I do say so myself, comparison that I made to the cops pulling over one black person and locking everyone up.
I understand what you're saying.
And my tweet having issues. Wait a second, I wasn't done with the sentence. My tweet referring to all Jewish people, I said, for the sake of this conversation, I will refer to the business people who have destroyed me and my people and my fellow creatives. But you didn't even accept that I gave you that. You tried to push me back into 1960.
No, I didn't.
You tried to push me back into last week.
No, I didn't.
Okay, do you accept that example that I gave you?
I understand completely the example you gave me. I think all racism is wrong.
So I feel that we've grown.
I would like you to reflect.
I feel we've grown. Do you feel we've grown?
If you've now changed what you wanted to say originally, my question for you is, do you now regret saying death gone free on Jewish people? Are you sorry you said that?
No.
I don't think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not. You know, I will say I'm sorry for the people that are hurt with the DEFCON, the confusion that I call. I feel like I cause hurt and confusion. And I'm sorry for the families of the people that had nothing to do with the trauma that I had been through, and that I use my platform where you say hurt people. And I was hurt.
Yeah. It's an uncensored interview. You said something which you've...
I don't even
Ladies
understand.
and gentlemen.
Like,
it took you how many hours to admit that hurt people? So you see, he knows. He will still go back and say another thing. So even if he says and informs like, oh, he's sorry, he's still going to say. But my own thing, even with the George Floyd thing, how do you, like, a video all of us saw, how do you say it was fentanyl? Like, a video that all of us saw. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, and then there were autopsy reports to also prove that. So it's like, you're just. It's the mass media. The media is. I think it's Candice Owens that's feeding him all this nonsense. Because I watch Candice Owens a lot, and sometimes even when I watch, she makes some points sometimes. But sometimes she says some things that go overboard, and I'm like... Owens is just using Kanye to justify whatever agenda she wants to do. I know her husband has this platform where... The platform that he wants to buy is her husband's... Like, so Kanye is a nice business initiative. I understand. But I don't know, man. You know what? Final thoughts on Kanye. Like, let's not... Final thoughts, I just hope that he gets better, truly. Because I don't even know. But he's not...
That's the only thing you can do.
And you saw just about
And I hope that
Kanye
all these
growing up.
networks stop. interviewing him.
Kanye
It's
growing
fine.
up. I'm like, bro, Kanye is 45. If you're not going at 45, you're not going.
Finish. Period.
You're 45.
So, Kanye.
Yeah, you're pushing 50 before you know, like, bro.
Like, you don't want to be known as just this crazy person.
And I feel like this is going to his politics and his antics, his social commentary is really what is going to hurt the music at the end of the day. The music is going to suffer.
I mean, he's already suffering anyway.
It's just the truth.
Yeah.
And that's where his loyal fan base is, the music.
Yeah.
I mean, I was listening to College Dropout just the other day. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Bro, can you chill? It's almost like when DaBaby was like, every week, DaBaby was onto something. Kanye is just...
I think that's what fucked with DaBaby's music.
Yeah, he did.
Nah, so he released an album, nobody cares.
And nobody cared anymore.
I mean...
And you want to be mad that nobody cares.
Yeah, like, bro. Nobody cares. Like
every time I read a comment on Kanye, it's like, alright, we're done. Like, that's the first thing I've seen, alright.
Like, anytime I won't see it, I won't scroll past now, like...
And that's your goat. Imagine, that's her goat. Like, she writes hard for this guy, pause. But like...
Nigga,
you know,
please.
Yeah, I know, man.
But
it's all good. I hope he gets better. I don't want to come here and shout at Kanye. Like, bro, like everybody have already said what they want to say about Kanye, but this man is not fine. And he said it himself. Hurt people. He's not fine. But again, you're a grown ass man, right? There are people who deal with worse.
Exactly.
And I'm not trying to minimize his pain, but like people have been through divorce.
It's not even the divorce.
I'm just saying he's saying all these things. I'm like, okay, he came.
He's not.
People have lost parents. Kanye, like,
you're not the first person. He's
get...
not the first person that has even the worst bipolar disorder thing. Like, come on, guy. Like, behave yourself,
bro. But you're
like your meds.
You're a billionaire. Like, you're in position that most people will never get to. 3 generations. After them, they will never get to, even if you give them 3 generations to live. Some people will never make $1 billion, bro. I don't know, man. Shit.
I mean, Kanye.
I don't know.
I just hope you get better.
And then sometimes he wants to separate God into it. I'm like, you leave God out of this. He had nothing to do with it. Shit. Leave him out. Okay? Like, bro. Chill. Kanye, chill. That's all I can say, man. I think we've
said enough of
like,
that.
bro.
Like, bro.
Go check out the Nori reaction. Maybe you kind of get the context of, you know, I mean, we'll see you on the next video, okay? Like, I think this video was, we care about, we love you, Kanye, okay? Get some help.
Do we really?
I don't know if Naomi does anymore, but that's your girl, and she's not riding hard for you right now, so.
It's okay, thank you. We know.
Pause. We'll see you guys next.